What's going on, everybody? I'm Quest for Nostalgia. I'm a YouTube content creator and I stream variety games over on Twitch. I hate really long intros. This video is about whether or not you should play Final Fantasy X in the 2020s and beyond. So let's get into it. Roll the intro. Gosh, so I just finished playing Final Fantasy X on stream, and it's a PS2 game, and now I played it on, this remaster here, and just kind of wanted to let you guys know whether this game holds up or not. Can this game take a spot in today's lineups, with where you have these amazing games that are out there? Should you go back and play something like this that came out when it was on the PS2? And, originally thought maybe I'll hold the verdict out to the end there, but no, the answer is, of course you should. It is a fantastic game. And I want to give you 5 reasons why I really think this game holds up and things that I think will get you excited about trying this. And just kind of make you curious towards it, or at least, kind of get rid of your concerns that you have with the game and give this game a try because, goodness, I loved it so much. The first thing that I want to talk about with this game is that it has an amazing hook. Because it was a PS2 game, it came out in an era where we had demo discs, things like this where, they had to give you a pretty solid start to the game to get people to want to play the rest of the game and things like that. And so I think that that's where this game really knew what it had to do. Final Fantasy VII Remake also has that same thing going for it. With that one, you have the reactor going. The music is super pumped up right off the bat. That gets you hooked in there. So it makes you want to play the rest of the game. So they did do a demo on the PlayStation Store for that. And I think it really gets you involved in the story so early on that then they can slow the story down after that hook, let you play through, it being, kind of slowed down and everything like that, and then bring you back up into the story. And 10 does the same exact thing. It shows you this gorgeous world, this like water world, and everything seems hype. And then this big event happens, and then, you're into battling already, and it just kind of pulls you into it, And I think that it does a really good job. When I tried 15 did not have that hook. 15 just kind of dropped you in the desert with 4 dudes in a car, and like you could do side quests and things. Like nothing about that hooked me, nothing about that excited me. And so 10 keeps the same formula as 7, but 7 also came out originally on the PlayStation 1, so I think it benefited from that same idea of demo discs. The next thing is kind of funny because I think that the game still has that PS2 feel. And, overall, the game is really, when you play the remaster, it is just this HD version of it, right? It doesn't change anything with there, and it's perfect. It's like these, gorgeously painted backgrounds and things like that your character is walking on, and so it really still feels like a PS2 game. So if you're nostalgic to things, like if you have old games and you played games in that genre and that era, you're going to get all of those vibes right back, and it feels really good, but it looks stunning because of the remaster. Or if you do play the PlayStation 2 version of it, it still holds up. But it's funny because if you did play older games, you almost have this HD memory in your head of them, and when you go back and you play some of these games, they do not look like what you thought they did. So you have this like what? I don't remember. I thought it looked way better than this, but no, it did not, but I mean, 10 really did look great on the PS2 as well, but this just lets you play it in that kind of HD imagining that you already have in your head of what games kind of looked like on the PS2. And I think it just does it so well. It'll just give you that nostalgia vibe the entire time you play the game. And that's what I loved about it. The level design and everything about the levels made me feel like I was still playing a PS2 game, but just it being gorgeous, in HD. The next thing I want to talk about is the leveling up system on this, the sphere grid. I hate complex systems and things like that in games. Some of them can be such a turnoff and just be super overwhelming in games where you're like, I don't want to have to read a giant book manual to try to learn how to have my party be decent or, get through this game. I don't want to have to know all that. I just want to be able to play the game and enjoy the story and things like that. And the sphere grid does that so well. The sphere grid, all you have to do is walk around and grab these little balls as you go through the spheres, you know, and you're just like walking, boop, boop, grab it, your health goes up, boop, boop, grab it, your magic goes up, and you just grab everything as you go there. You can get super detailed though if you do like complex systems. There's 2 different sphere grids, or you can do like a basic or a super intricate one. And then on top of that, there's branching paths that you can do if you're into that, if you want to do that in the end game. But if you're just a casual gamer, you don't have to. You can easily just walk your character around like it's Monopoly, grabbing every little thing as you go, and you'll be perfectly fine to enjoy the story, and you're not going to be left behind. So I definitely think that this system is just so easy to do for anybody grabbing the game. The next one is the music, and I'm not going to go long on this because all JRPGs I feel like just have amazing soundtracks. When you have to play a game for 40 hours and things like that, hopefully the music's good because you're going to be in it listening to it for quite a long time, right? So the music usually is fantastic. 10 is no different. The music is super great. If you don't even plan on playing this and you're just watching this, to hang out and do things like that and just supporting me, go watch the Final Fantasy X final boss fight. The music slaps. It's so good, and things like that. So yeah, I just think that the music is great in this game, and that's an easy way to play it alone. My final thing is from the fact that I did not grow up with JRPGs. I'm now coming into JRPGs. I've started with things that are fantastic, like Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Kingdom Hearts, and been spoiled truly. And one thing that comes with that is voice acting. And with that, it's like, there's a lot of like text-based games out there that if you're not planning to do a lot of reading and things like that, and you don't want to, JRPGs can be a turnoff at points, especially trying to do the older ones. Final Fantasy X is like fully voice acted. I think there's like 3 lines that I read in the entire game that weren't voice acted, which is crazy. It spoiled me again. I thought I was playing an older game and thinking, oh, I'm going to have to start reading and things like that. No, it was fantastic. And I'm no, stranger to reading. I do like reading as well. But sometimes in the game, you just want to have the voice acting. You want to experience it like a movie cutscene and things like that, not having to read in between it. And Final Fantasy X, oh my gosh, it gets the worst rep for voice acting because everyone uses that dang laughing clip. You've seen the thumbnail here. It's on there because that's how I drew my character, because it's the most iconic scene of it, because people who don't even play the game use that scene and they try to act like it's corny voice acting when they have no idea. The context behind that is that they are laughing off the pain of their situation. So it is a fake laugh, and that is why it sounds fake. I'm not even going to put the clip in here because it gets too much, limelight for something that is inaccurate. And experience the game, you'll see the scene, you'll know it, and you'll realize it's not bad voice acting. And the fact that everything is voice acting on a PlayStation 2 game, that it's like, wow, how did they get so much data onto one game there? And I'm super appreciative of it. It made the story fantastic. And I think it's a great reason why this game holds up to be played in 2020 and beyond, because you don't have to do anything like that. You just get to sit there and watch these gorgeous cutscenes and listen to the story as it goes on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you try Final Fantasy X if you're interested in the series. If you didn't decide to do 7 Remake and you're still looking for a Final Fantasy to do, Final Fantasy X is fantastic. If you're just thinking about JRPGs, it's fantastic. As always, drop a comment. Let me know whether you're looking forward to trying it, whether you've already tried and you agree that this is just a great game that holds up really well, or disagree. Let me know if there's any other JRPGs that you think hold up just as well and that I should give a try, as you heard that I'm branching out into this genre of games. Always follow me on Instagram. Come hang out on Twitch. Like I said, I played all of Final Fantasy X on Twitch. You'll see what other games that I'm working on. It helps me grab even more memories and bond with the game even more, making memories with viewers and things like that while I play the game. And so that may be why I love this game so much. We had a fantastic time doing it. But thank you guys so much for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, as always, all the YouTube things. And I hope you guys are looking forward to more content. Love you guys. Have a great day.